A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development on Monday, House Speaker Mike Johnson called on House members to head to Washington, D.C. for an imminent vote aimed at ending the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. This announcement came just a day after the Senate narrowly approved the first step of a deal to reopen the government, which has been closed since October 1st. Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, emphasized the urgency of the situation, stating that the House must pass any agreement that successfully navigates through the Senate before it reaches President Donald Trump's desk for final approval. While Johnson did not provide a specific date for the House vote, he indicated that he is aiming for a vote as early as Wednesday, contingent on the Senate's subsequent actions. He mentioned that he would provide a 36-hour notice to his colleagues before the vote takes place. There'll be long days and long nights here for the foreseeable future to make up for all this lost time that was imposed upon us, Johnson remarked, highlighting the strain that the shutdown has placed on the legislative process. The House has remained out of session since passing a continuing resolution in September to fund the government through mid-November. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, a Republican from South Dakota, also urged his fellow senators to act promptly, stating, "Let's not pointlessly drag this bill out. Let's get it done. Get it over to the House so that we can get this government open." Thune expressed gratitude for the bipartisan support that brought together 7 Democrats and 1 independent senator to help pass the bill, which received a 60-40 vote in the Senate. He called on all members, regardless of party affiliation, to work collaboratively to deliver relief to the American people who have suffered long enough due to the shutdown. However, the path to a final agreement remains uncertain, as any senator can delay voting on the bill through procedural hurdles. The Senate deal, forged over the weekend, not only seeks to reopen the government, but also includes a commitment from Republicans to hold a vote in December on extending Enhanced Affordable Care Act tax credits, which have been a key demand for Democrats. These tax credits are crucial for over 20 million Americans who rely on them to afford health insurance through the ACA marketplaces. The legislation would fund the government through the end of January, while also reversing the impacts of the shutdown. Johnson expressed his appreciation for the bipartisan effort that led to the Senate's approval, acknowledging the pivotal role played by the Democratic senators who voted in favor of the deal. Among them were Senators Dick Durbin from Illinois, Jackie Rosen from Nevada, Tim Kaine from Virginia, and Maggie Hassan and Jeanne Shaheen from New Hampshire. The legislation aims to finance essential programs, including the U.S. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, and ensures back pay for furloughed federal workers. Despite the progress made, concerns linger over the lack of a clear resolution regarding the expiring healthcare subsidies, which Democrats have been advocating for. The upcoming vote in December will be crucial, as experts warn that failure to extend these subsidies could lead to a significant increase in insurance premiums for millions of Americans. Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries has vowed to continue pushing for the extension of ACA subsidies, framing the issue as a patriotic fight rather than a partisan one. He highlighted that many registered Republicans also benefit from these tax credits, underscoring the bipartisan nature of the issue. In the meantime, while legislative efforts are underway to reopen the government, the impact of the shutdown continues to reverberate through various sectors, including air travel. Airlines have faced significant disruptions, with over 1,000 flights canceled for the 4th consecutive day due to staffing shortages and government flight cuts. Speaker Johnson addressed the aviation crisis, pointing out that overworked and unpaid air traffic controllers have been calling in sick, exacerbating the already strained air travel system. President Trump has responded by pressuring air traffic controllers to return to work, threatening to dock pay for those who do not comply, while offering bonuses to those who remain on the job. As lawmakers work diligently to resolve the shutdown, the American public watches closely, hoping for a swift resolution that will restore normalcy and alleviate the hardships caused by the prolonged stalemate. The coming days will be pivotal as the House prepares for its vote, and the fate of the government hangs in the balance. With bipartisan cooperation being crucial, all eyes will be on the Senate's next steps and the House's response to the emerging agreement. The American people are eager for a resolution, as the consequences of the shutdown continue to impact lives across the nation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.